This is Greg Gallagher with G3 Investors, and we're going to take a look at realized gains and losses versus unrealized gains and losses. And here's the disclosures. I'm going to stop by my website next year. This is December the 31st, but at g3investors.com, coming soon. Okay, now this is the G3 trading model portfolio tracking. In this top section here, we track the realized gains and losses, and this is for all of 2017. We had 129 closing trades. You probably heard me talk about that in other videos. But some of the investments started, like let's take a look at IYT. That's the Dow Transports. We bought 60 shares at $147. That's the cost basis was $8,820. We purchased it on 11/7/2016, and we sold it on 1/31/17 for $167.16. Proceeds were $10,029.60, giving us a gain of $1,210 or 13.7%. Highlighted that in blue because the gains are greater than 10%, and that's a good thing. Blue is my color. So there I tracked the number of big gainers we had for the year. We had 20, and the small losers in red. I used some color coding just to differentiate the dates. June is light green, July is yellow, August is orange, whatever color that is. I'm about half colorblind. That's light gray, I think, and that's purple. And then December, I just made it white. And because there wasn't that much trading going on in the first 5 months, I just left it white too. So here you see a loss. Okay, but all of these are realized gains or losses. Okay, the losses have brackets around them, and there's the percentage loss on that particular trade. Then I put the small losers out here and the gainers out here, and then at the bottom of this report, and you'll see the very bottom here, I count them. Okay, and then so for the year, we started out with $200,000, and we had $58,449.55 in realized gains and losses net. Of that, $30,000 were big gainers, gains that were greater than 10%. 29 of this net amount was small losers. And you can see none of the losers were very big. As a matter of fact, I don't even think we had a $500 loss. All right. Shazam, that's a good one. But, and then we track, this is the count, the total number of trades counted up here by this Microsoft spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet. The winners, the small losers. The winners are just 129 minus 29 equals the winners. And the big gainers are that. That's a percentage of the total as well. So that gives us a winning trade percentage of 77.5%. Then down here I track the December. The December we had 14 positions closed, and if you add up all these gains and losses here for December, we made $4,245.55. I do that for each month as it progresses along. So not only do I show G3 investors beforehand what I'm going to go into, we'll look at setups next, but I have the realized gains for the year always there at your fingertips, so you can look at it as the year progresses. And now let's look at the open positions, and these are unrealized gains, if you will. And it's the same thing. We bought the Russell 1000 growth, bought 80 shares at $123.25. Cost basis was $9,860. We bought that on 8/31, and it's still an open position. It's done nothing but just go straight up. Its swing high is 136.40. That's actually because it's highlighted in dark green. That's also an all-time high. Its closing price as of December 29th, the end of 2017, was 134.68, giving us an unrealized value of $10,774.40, an unrealized gain of 914.40, or 9.3% on that trade. Now over here, I'm just showing, basically the swing low price, the trailing stop, and the stop out price today, based on the closing of the swing high, and assuming that I haven't adjusted any of those stop losses. More than likely I have, but when I do this schedule here, that's the initial trailing stop loss. And I use a dollar stop loss. You could use a percentage. I just find $1 is easier for me to put in. I'm all about the dollars. Then when we come down here, you notice back here we started with $200,000, okay? Because we have $58,450 in gains, realized gains, we now have $258,449.55 in cash available to invest. That's that number right there, right there. This is the sum of all those open positions. So we've invested $255,446.50. So we're 98.8% invested. We've got $3,000 left over, and we're gonna use that for a celebration, a New Year's Eve celebration. No, I'm just kidding. It's a model portfolio. But if you're interested, I have 5 different portfolios that I manage. None of them are this size. I don't trade. For me personally, I do some of these, but none of them. So this is just an educational video and explains. And then here's the unrealized gain or loss. And then I have a check, and back on another video where I explained the tracking schedules. If you take that 5202 there, that's the gain or loss on all those trades that we've tracked. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and if we come over here and we look at ETF2, there's another. So if you add those two numbers together, it'll come back and, whoa, I went to the wrong one. It'll come back and tie out to that, and it checks the math on this thing. But you can see there's a 10%, there's a gainer right there that we could highlight in blue. The only reason I don't highlight it in blue is it's not real yet. That could disappear. There's some small losers already that are showing up. And what happened, just to give you a quick update, on Friday we had a big distribution day, and we'll get into that later. But basically, all the indexes dropped, okay, and on higher volume, and so some stuff sold off, and so we've potentially got some more losers here. But if you look at them, they're all going to be more than likely small losers, and we still got some big gainers that will end up with some gains. That is assuming that the market corrects right away in January. I don't know that it's going to do that, and I'm not expecting it to do that. Typically, January is when people reinvest their money for their IRA accounts, and they adjust their 401ks, and the big institutions have rolled over their investments, and they've usually got some cash to put to work into the market. So I'm not expecting July to be a down month at all. Okay, there you have it, folks. That's the G3 realized gains and losses versus the open positions, which are unrealized gains and losses. And then, as I explained in a prior video, when we do the comparison, those numbers all pull forward from this model here, and they go into this comparison. And you can see I've got highlight the unrealized from the realized. And it's not really that hard to understand. This is Greg Gallagher with G3 Investors, signing off. Wish everybody a happy and prosperous new year.